to Mitecoin movement. Join us and see. It's all about M 2015. We're not here to hoard or to keep it tight. Our community's generous, and that's dynamite. In the world of crypto, where greed can reign, Mitecoin's different, it's not the same. With every transaction, we're chasing a dream. Mitecoin's the future, it's not just a meme. To Mitecoin movement, join us and see. It's all about M 2015. We're not here to hoard or to keep it tight. Our community's generous, and that's dynamite. In the world of crypto, where greed can reign, Mitecoin's different, it's not this.
Hey, welcome everybody. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and you know what that means. It's time for us to get together and find out what card's a winner and see who wins. I will say that, and I'll discuss it a little bit later, but we still have 3 lonely red rollovers on the board tonight, so it will be pretty sad. I'll probably have to throw some shade at the community if you all get defeated by 3 lonely rollovers. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I have some ideas on how to figure out who might get those 3 spots. But this is one case where I'm kind of hoping that somebody wins so that I don't have to go through that ruckus. So hopefully you come through for me tonight. Before we get going, and even I know it's going to shock some of you that have listened to a lot of the joined us a lot of the times we've gotten together. The normal weekly speech about investment, blah blah blah. But before I get into that, I will say, and one person messaged me offline and was all over it. I definitely have a bit of the cooties going around. Those of you that know me may realize my voice is not what it normally is. And if you hear the stream go silent for a second, that is probably because I muted the mic so that I could cough up a bit, another portion of my lung and spit it into the garbage. So I know that's probably TMI, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you hear it go silent, don't bug out on me. Just stick around for a couple seconds, and I'll be back with you. So that's the first most important announcement. Second is the standard speech. We're going to talk about some numbers, blah blah blah. Hopefully you're not here for financial advice. I've encouraged you, and honestly, in all seriousness, I really do encourage you to research the crypto scene, the crypto market. Obviously Bitcoin is the gold standard. There's been a lot of action in that in the last week. Solana is in the top 5. All that stuff. I really do want you to be educated, and as far as I'm concerned, I think I've shared it maybe on a stream. I've definitely shared it to people, in my real world. I've got a load of grandkids and more on the way. And I firmly believe that crypto will absolutely be mainstream when they are an old toot like me. And the significance of that is if you position yourself and prepare now, wow, the opportunities are pretty crazy. To kind of at least provide, either if it's not for yourself, provide for your family, things like that. That's my opinion, of course. I could completely be wrong, but it's worth your time to at least research it. And I hope, if you've been with Mitecoin, for the last 6-7 months, I sure hope that you've spent a couple minutes researching the crypto scene, the amount of money from governments and investment firms, things like that. There's still opportunity for regular Joes like us to get involved and have some fun and actually, potentially change the direction of, or at least change maybe what we're used to. I'll say that. So anyway, that said, no financial advice, just an unofficial, non-expert talking, and I will say, if you find something, when you're surfing the net or something comes up, I have somebody that is in my circle that throws me some articles sometimes, and they say, hey, I saw this on a news feed. What do you think of that? If I haven't heard of it, I'll Google it or I'll search it and I'll kind of read the articles. I hope that all of you will use our Telegram group in that manner. Share what you know, kind of share your information, and let everybody decide what they want to decide. And that little pause right there was what I warned you of earlier. So I guess full disclosure, I've given you that warning. If you're in late, just rest assured that I'm got a little bit of the nasty cold stuff going around. So if you hear me cut out for a second, don't go anywhere. That's just me trying to spare you the gory details of what I'm dealing with. So anyway, that's my opinion of crypto. I think I've shared a little bit on when I kind of compared the internet when it first started versus the crypto when it first started. I did see an X post tonight or earlier today about the number of people still not involved or aware of crypto. And so ultimately, I guess I really do, all joking aside, I consider it an unbelievable opportunity even if it's a silly Mitecoin project. If this is what exposed you to crypto and the possibilities, I hope that you don't stop here. I really do. I'm going to encourage you to kind of spend a little bit of time to go out there and understand what that potential is. I guess a little bit of a sidetrack here. There's a guy, I think he's on X or on YouTube. He basically walks the streets, finds really expensive cars, finds the drivers and walks up and asks them what they do for a living. Several of them have mentioned crypto in the past, that basically they got into crypto early. And I'm not saying that Mitecoin or crypto at all is going to guarantee you that, but I'm just saying that one of them that I watched recently was actually speaking of back I'm going to show my age here. Some of you young people aren't going to have any idea what I'm talking about, but back in the internet, when it first started out, there was an internet boom. Companies were coming and going like crazy. People were investing stupid amount of money thinking they were going to be the next Amazon or, whatever that online craze is now. Now, obviously, if you bet on Amazon back then, you were a genius. And that's really the same thing as crypto. There's a little bit of guessing. There's a little bit of strategery on you deciding what coin, when I'm 90 years old or when, 20, 40, 50 years down the road, what crypto is going to be the big dog, or which crypto is still going to be talked about. I'm going to encourage you to do that research as best as you can and find out or determine what you think that will be and throw a few pennies at it, because that really could be life-changing, even if it's not for you. it's for people that you care about and that will benefit from it. So anyway, that's the speech on the crypto market. The things I'm going to talk about tonight, I think I said it last time. I make some notes ahead of time. I used to start out our stream kind of talking about the opportunities with Mitecoin, the investment bag, the earning bag, things like that. And I'm going to kind of revisit that a little bit because that kind of is where my mind was going before the stream. And the investment bag is kind of on hold right now. And the reason is those of us or those of you, obviously as the dev, I have a certain amount set aside, and I hope that you know that I am not rugging you. And if you don't know what a rug is, that means that you probably haven't you researched crypto much or meme coins much. But the concept of a rug is somebody comes out with a meme coin. They obviously when they launch it, they keep a significant amount in their own wallet. They go out, they pay some significant money to people online that have a lot of followers. They pay them $500, $1,000. They pump it up, and then the person that started the coin and the people that advertised, they jump out. They get a lot of money, and everybody else is left with nothing. So I hope that you know that that's not what I'm talking about, things like that. But an investment bag are those of you, I should say, that got in early. You absolutely, if you're tuning in, you have got some wallets and some bags that are looking very juicy. And I am so... honestly, it's exceeded my expectations. I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know who's going to bail, who's going to take profit, at what level, things like that. And I'll talk about that a little bit later when we go into the numbers as far as what happened last week. But I will say that is not my top priority now because, quite frankly, trying to convince somebody to come in, at an investment level, we've already kind of had that jump. And so I used to basically every stream say, hey, we have an investment bag and we have an earning bag. And that's really what I want to focus on, that earning bag, because, I guess I've decided that I don't ever want it to cost more than $40 to enter into our hub, to be able to pick a card, things like that. I hope that isn't not... it goes from 20 to 40. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. So basically, it's never going to cost somebody $40, more than $40 to jump in and try to pick a card to earn some money, earn some Mitecoin. I guess I've kind of decided that in the scheme of things, grand scheme of things, a couple trips to Starbucks, 4 or 5 times a week, and you got $40 spent, you don't even know it. So I want to focus on the earning part of it. If you will look at it as, and I personally don't buy, the only time I bought a $20 lottery ticket is basically on some of the holidays and family gatherings where we have competitions for the kids to win. I personally don't go that upper level. I'm not that I'll buy a couple dollars so or maybe, but $20 lottery ticket's not really the way I roll. But the bottom line is, I hope that if you're listening tonight and you've entered at the just bare minimum, and you're hoping to catch a match 'em, things like that, I guess, that is not, I guess, crazy. And I want you to realize that what I'm trying to offer is, I've promised or I've committed to July of next year, every week, whether it's, normally it's a Saturday, we'll get together and I want to, have this little game that we, try to get the winning card, and I will send you whatever the minimum is to get in and play. So right now the minimum is 300,000 coins. I think it's $21, and I will send you exactly that back, at a minimum, right? And so I guess I the reality is, everybody, I the success or the failure of Mitecoin is going to not be in the hands of those early investors, because they do have bags that are sitting very juicy. It's going to be in the concept of, can we kind of share that vision of, not only sharing a little bit with others, but basically this kind of never-ending ticket to try to win or earn a little bit more. And I know if you're not familiar, and I guess I struggled a little bit on preparing for tonight, because I do not want to be a Debbie Downer. And I don't want to sound like I'm, I guess, scolding or frustrated, but our importance, or our recognition of the importance of kind of sharing what we're hoping to do is going to make or break Mitecoin. Like I said, I'm in it for the long haul anyways. So I realize that maybe I'm not cut out to be a meme coin dev, because I'm a little too personal and I care a little bit too much about the people I know. And that's obviously not normally the crypto attitude. But I'm hoping that if others can kind of, I guess, catch the vision of what I'm seeing, maybe it can be contagious. So with that said, if you can kind of, ultimately it's that earning bag, and even that third part that I've actually added to my official notes, and I've kind of labeled it as Solana Saturday. I love competition. I know that I've said that before, and I love the excitement and the unknown. And I will be reporting on it, a little bit as soon as I get done rambling, as far as our Solana Saturday winner. But if you're listening tonight, and it's something you can share with the people, in your circle, I am committed to $20 a week. That's not old 20. That's a brand new $20 that I will throw in to Solana. I will buy $20 of new Mitecoin, and I will send it to whoever can guess the Solana price on a Saturday night. I don't know. I mean, it's a free $20. And so I hope that, as I throw out these opportunities, I hope that that's exciting. Like I said, if I'm walking down the street, I see $20 bill on the ground, I'm going to stop and pick it up. I'm guessing that all of you would. Maybe not. If you wouldn't, maybe Mitecoin's not for you. But ultimately, the idea of joining into that opportunity to have your card selected, put a post on Facebook. I throw you 300,000 Mitecoin, or whatever the amount of Mitecoin is that equals that $20 to $40 range. I'm committing to sending that back to you. So even if Mitecoin drops in half, you are still square. I guess I don't know what else what else I can do to try to give you, some confidence in what I'm trying to do. So anyway, that's kind of my rambling. I'm gonna say that it is absolutely up to us. I'm not asking you to share something that you're not confident in. And so if you're kind of feeling sketch about Mitecoin, absolutely don't share it. But if you can kind of understand what I guess I and you and hopefully all of us are hoping for, I guess I'm hoping that you'll share it with everybody you know, and we can generate some action. With that said, I will, if I have these screens set up properly, because obviously we're on rollover number 2 tonight, all we have to do is talk about our Saturday Solana giveaway. And as you can see there, I think I included it in the screenshot, 7 p.m. tonight. I captured it on CoinGecko, 165.98. Crypto Princess predicted 165.68. And I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, she didn't outdo last week at 5 cents, but this is 30 cents off the actual price. Her prediction was 165.68. 30 cents? Are you kidding me? Again, I'm not gonna lie. I like the idea of a build up. I would love to have a couple rollovers so I could throw another $20 and kind of generate some more excitement. But no, Crypto Princess absolutely will get $20 of fresh Mitecoin sent to her wallet because she absolutely nailed the price within 30 cents. And if you're listening but you didn't see or not plugged into Telegram, I do have a dollar minimum. So if you don't guess the price within a dollar, or if nobody does, I just I add another 20 and we do it again the next week. One last thing before we move on. I know I'm babbling on a little bit. I'm thinking of some ideas about including maybe the time of selecting that price of Solana during our live stream. So maybe if I'm able to figure out how to do it on a stream, maybe I'll pull up the screen live, things like that. But I hope that it generates some excitement. And I do want to say one thing before I give some numbers and move on to the matchup. I know that's what you're all here for. The idea of even the Solana Saturday, right? I'm sending $20 to Crypto Princess because she nailed the price. The idea is that, if you have an extra dollar if you have an extra dollar to spend this week, if you say, you know what, I'm going to add to the excitement. Instead of the 20 that the dev is going to give, I'm going to add another buck. So Crypto Princess can win $21 for guessing the price. And I know it's totally random, understood, but that doesn't mean it can't be exciting. So, I made a note here that we have technically 56 members, in our hub. Now, we have actually had, I think, 3 new members show up this week, and that's a bit of the promo that I ran with the youth wrestling that I run. I'm hoping that if you are listening and you're one of the new members, you'll plug in and say hello. We like to have everybody check in during the stream, but if not, the reality is, even if we back it down to 50 people in the hub, I'm hoping that you understand, or that you, I guess, realize the way that meme coins work. And again, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I know that some of you, and maybe, and again, I don't want to, I guess, alienate the ones that are listening now, because you are obviously committed, and I thank you for spending your Saturday night with me. But we have 50 people and we were on 2 rollovers, and we can't fill up a 52 card deck. So there is something missing, and that's just, I guess I'm going to take responsibility for that. But I need your help. I guess I'll say it that way. In fact, I have written in my notes here under the earning bag, this is where I need your help to generate interest and actually have people that are plugged into the Telegram group. I know it is silly. I know it is. But in the world of crypto, and especially in meme coin, our Telegram activity, even in the public room, is where I can't understand it. I don't claim to understand it. But in the world of crypto, that is where, if somebody's coming from my X post, if they come in and check Telegram, they're going to decide if this is a worthy product or a worthy project, how active our Telegram group is. And so, I don't know, take that what it is. So anyway, congratulations, Crypto Princess. I'm going to be buying $20 worth of Mitecoin. I'll be sending it to you. I have your address because you have been a match-em winner, so I have that. Before I move on, I do want to add one more screen. I did add this to my list tonight. And what you will be seeing when it goes live is the Solana chart from basically its existence. And those of you, I think maybe we only have one, to be honest, one OG crypto person. But if you were around back in 2020 or 2021, you would have seen or heard about Solana coming on the scene. And if you're seeing that chart right now, you're gonna realize that Solana came out basically a little bit under $1, and I purposely highlighted. I tried to anyway. I think I got it close. The all-time high, almost 4 years ago, or sorry, 3 years ago, November 6th, 2021, $259. And I obviously can't guarantee or promise you what the price of Solana will be, going forward into this bull run, if the bull run happens. But if you are somebody that holds a substantial amount of Mitecoin, which is tied to Solana, which obviously is tied to the US dollar of Solana, I want you to recognize or realize what the potential is coming forward. So do not, I guess I can't say that. I want to encourage you to do your own research and find out or I guess understand what the potential is coming up and what that could mean to the bag you're holding. So with all that rambling, I'm going to check my notes. I think I've kind of got through everything with just a few mutes for the sickness I'm dealing with, and not too much rambling, although I'm sure some of you may disagree. I will start a poll because I'm sure all of you are just dying to jump in and find out who is going to win tonight, unless it's a rollover, of course. So, round 1 poll should be hopefully live. And go. Cast your votes. Like I said, I do have some ideas on, as you see that screen right now, we only have 3 rollovers. I probably, kind of like, I don't know, I know it's not right to tease on and kind of throw some shade at the community, but I'm not going to lie. If all of you get beat by 3 red rollovers, I'm probably going to throw some shade and talk a little smack at all of you. And so jump on and cast your vote. Find out tonight, round 1, are we going to have a red or a black card tonight? I need somebody to cast a tie-breaking vote. It looks like we have 10 concurrent viewers, and since I only have entered 1 and 2 as a choice, and I see that it's 50%, I know that we are tied. And you are just, I guess this is you're getting back at me for mumbling for 26 minutes. I'm going to end the poll, and I'm sure it's going to say exactly what I thought. So, round 1, number 2, no pressure. I'm going to start the poll again. I've got this fancy dice here. I think I'm going to roll it in front of the camera. If it is a tie again, cast your votes and let's see where we land. I don't want to pressure you to change your votes, and maybe the same number of people will change your votes. And I'm not. I guess I will ramble a little bit while you guys are voting. Right now we have 10 votes in the poll, and I know I've said it before. You do not understand how much I appreciate the 10 people that are giving me your time on a Saturday night. But if you want Mitecoin to kind of turn into something that's awesome, we need to have that number way bigger. And that's on us. I'm trying everything I know how to do and still stick to the principles that I hope to stick to. And I need your help in that regard. So, cast your vote, and hopefully we won't have a tiebreaker. We have 10 votes first round. Hey, awesome. We had 1 more person join, and that means that number 2 is the winner with 63%. I'm going to slide my keyboard over, and I'm going to find out what the winning card is tonight. So, the winning card tonight, we have 2 rollovers on the black side. We have 1 rollover on the red. The winning card is under number 2. It's a black card because the red card's over there. So that means hate to say it, but again, I'm not. The odds of a rollover happening tonight are absolutely crazy town, and so I hope that doesn't happen, but it might make it kind of exciting. So we are going to, let me see here, jump on to round 2. I'm going to click on the, slide that over, transition that over, and by the time I get done entering round 2, vote, hopefully the screen has updated and you will see who's in play. So round 2 vote should be live. We have, what do we have here? One on each side. And those of you that aren't familiar, or that again, I'm guessing that those of you that are giving me your time on a Saturday night.
It says yes or no.
Oh, hold on. Oh, my wife just told me that I'm a crackhead. And I'm going to end that poll, and that's why I'm so glad she's in here. Hold on. Round 2 vote. And that's what happens when you are talking and trying to type. And I think I've said before that I really am not a good typer. Yes wins, absolutely. So I apologize for that. I sure thank you for being in here, my lovely assistant. Now we have a valid poll for round 2. And so we have one rollover on club, one rollover on spade. And while you're voting, I just wanted to, I guess, describe to you what you're looking at there. The plain white on the board are those of you that chose a free card when it was a first round board. Those the picks that are solid green are from the rollover 1 that bought $3 worth of Mitecoin for an extra card, and those of you that are kind of the purple and green are the ones that jumped into the rollover number 2. I would lie to you and tell you that I hope. I really do kind of hope that one of those purple/green spots win, because those of you are the ones that paid the extra. I will say that that there are a few on here. I guess I see one that is not the same. Dusty is a new VIP member or a new hub member. I wouldn't complain if he won at all. That would be pretty exciting as well. So we're gonna end our poll. Enough mumbling. And number 1 is the winner, 54%. We're back up to 11 votes. I'm not going to lie. I love to see the odd number. So the winning card tonight is clubs, because if I can lift this, spades is over there. So before I even turn them over, we're going to put those over here. We're going to drop those in here. Put that in the middle. Mix them up. Make sure that they're right. And you will probably see the shadows on the screen. See it kind of lift up a little bit. Throw those under. And that means that we have, hold on, a club, and a club board. I will transition that over, and hopefully that will update. And if I can not mess up the poll again, round 3 vote, not putting yes and no. Oh, I wondered how I did that. And the reality is that I hit send poll too fast, because the default votes are yes, no. So I was basically too excited to get you all to vote. So here's the details. We are back on a club board. We have a high club guaranteeing a winner tonight. A low club has one lonely rollover, and you can see those. I have those right here on my screen as well on my iPad. Dusty, Soupman, Kara, Cody, Brian, and Crazy Wiener Ladies on the high side. Sweet Pea, Tadpole, Rachel. Oh, alrighty. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just telling you, we've got 2 brand new hub members this week in the running right now. If they win, I might be pretty excited. So anyway, jump on, cast your vote. I'm going to stall a little bit more because on my screen, I see we must have lost somebody because it's 50%, and I'm not a math rocket scientist, but I do know that if 11 people are voting, it can't be 11%. And so I'm hoping somebody will cast their vote, and they did. So I will strategically cancel the vote or stop the poll. And we have number 1 in round 3 winning with 54%. And we are going to find out if this is high, we are guaranteed a winner tonight. If it's low, we still got some craziness. So the winning card tonight is, there it is. There it is. Because low's over there. Okay? I know that it seems silly, and if you might think that it's really easy to remember to show both cards, but I realized last Saturday night after the stream I didn't show that last card, and I apologize. So I'm making notes for myself. So round 4 is, bear with me, it is a high club, and as advertised, you should see a bunch of winners and no rollovers. That means it's game on. So round 4 vote, which is obviously before the finals, we are going to find out if the winning card is under number 1 or number 2 tonight. So we have Suitman, Cody, Crazy Wiener Lady versus Dusty, Kara, and Brian. We have some returning winners. We have some new blood. We have some OGs. Hey, cast your vote. Find out tonight who the winner is. Make sure if you are checking in tonight, or if you're voting, drop a comment in the chat. I would appreciate it. Let us know you're here. That's true. Being on is cool. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Stacy. If Brian wins again, that would be absolute madness. Although I will say, I don't want to give up your username, but considering you won the Solana prize, you have been on the receiving end of quite a few competitions yourself. So whatever you all are doing, you need to share with the community and throw it our way. So let's find out if we can hopefully keep 11 votes. We didn't lose anybody. Yep, number 2 is the winner. And we're going to find out 63%. Number 2 is the winner tonight. And it is odd or even. It is odd because even is over there. So that means that I'm going to throw these back on. And I'm going to slide over to my fancy little program here, and I'm going to scroll while you guys get to hear me mumble. It is High Odd Club, and that means we're in the finals, and we are down to our final 3. So let me finals vote. And we are going to say a 1, a 2, or a 3. And you're going to be live right now. So we got Suitman versus Cody versus Crazy Wiener Lady. I'm not going to lie. I'm torn. Cody's brand new. He was invited in. And I guess before I flip over the cards, it would be beneficial for me to at least slide under the winning cards. So as I do that, I'm mixing them up. I have no idea what's under. You're going to see the 1, the 2, and the 3 lift up a little bit. I know this is a broken record for you veterans. But Suitman, I have no idea whether Suitman is under number 1, whether Cody's under number 2, Crazy Wiener Lady is under number 3. I have no idea. It's all random. I shuffled them up. But I will say that the king is Crazy Wiener Lady's card. The Jack of Clubs is Cody's card, and the Nine of Clubs is Suitman's card. So that is what we're looking to find the winner of. But you are not, a vote for number one is not a vote for Suitman. It's completely random. And I know that maybe some of you like to have more, consistency or whatever, but it's just kind of the fun. So we are going to hopefully find 11 votes when I cancel this. There it is. And wow. Oh my goodness. Number two, are you kidding me? 72%. Number one, wow, that is the biggest loser. I apologize in advance because whoever is under number one, you couldn't drum up one single vote. Now, I'm not sure whether Cody's here tonight. I think Suitman and Crazy Wiener Lady are here tonight. So if this is either a 9 or a king, then you got nobody else to blame but yourself because you didn't even vote for yourself. So the biggest loser with 0 votes is the 9. Oh, Suitman, I apologize, but you didn't even vote for yourself on this one, bruh. But this right here, this is the winner. So we're going to find out whether it's Cody or Crazy Wiener Lady. The winning card tonight, if this is a Jack, Cody, a brand new member of the hub, is a winner. And I'm not going to lie, I hope that generates some excitement. And he can't even contain himself and our community blows up in the next week. If it's Crazy Wiener Lady, you know what I expect from you. So the winning card tonight is the King. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? How can you win again? Because the Jack is over there. That's madness. Crazy Wiener Lady wins another match'em. Hey, but I will say, I want you to realize something. If you look at the screen, that Crazy Wiener Lady card was the one that she decided to spend an extra $3 after the second rollover. And you know what? I'm going to change. I'm absolutely more than happy with that. Because I appreciate her willingness to contribute to the community, spend an extra $3, push that price up. And I know that I normally go into the prayer right now, but I do want to say something, and I apologize, I forgot. I want to talk about some numbers because I think it's important. And maybe it's a God thing that I forgot because I want you to realize something. Last time we got together, the Solana price was $170.45, and as of 7 o'clock tonight, it was $165.98, so $166. That's down 2.6%. But the Mitecoin to Solana price is up 7%. And for those of you that have been listening in, the reality is we had several people take some pretty significant profit over the last week and a half. But over the last 7 days, the Mitecoin to Solana price is up 7%, even though the price of Solana is down. And again, in the world of crypto, 7% doesn't seem like much, but go to your bank tomorrow or Monday and ask them where you can put your money and get 7% return on it, and then kind of jump onto our Telegram group and tell me what response they give you. I'm very curious to see what you would get. With that said, our market cap has grown by over $7,000. We're up almost 3%. And the Mitecoin to US dollar is up over 4%. So, and I think it's worth mentioning that, again, last week it was kind of not so great news that, we had some people taking profit and things like that. But even with that, with the buy-ins and things like that, hey, it really is up to the community, everybody. But I'm in for the long haul. I've committed to you till next July to get on and do this crazy stuff. I'm gonna, like I said, I've got some changes that I want to throw into the Telegram group about the way we do our Solana Saturday. But quite frankly, I love competition. I like to see who wins. I track it probably more than I should to see who's going to win. And I hope you really, I guess, talk to the people in your circle and say, yeah, it takes right now. The cost to get into the hub is $21.90. I'm giving you $20 worth of Mitecoin if you can guess the price of Solana. Ultimately, I hope that $40 isn't a crazy amount for a renewable chance to win and win and win and win. Kind of like Crazy Wiener later tonight. She's won before, and she's had to invest hardly anything extra to just keep winning. And I hope that's something that I guess is contagious, things like that. So anyway, I know I've rambled on. It's 45 minutes, longer than normal. I do appreciate you giving me your time. I will pray us out, and I will see you next Saturday. So here we go. Father God, I just come to you right now, and I just thank you for this time that we can spend together, even though it's virtual or online. And I just pray that we would build friendships and connections and community through this crazy Mitecoin experience and experiment. And I just pray your blessing upon everyone listening tonight. I pray your blessing upon everyone involved in this project, and I pray that we would, I guess, catch a vision of what and how we might represent Christ to the crypto world and the people in our community and the people in our circle. I just thank you so much for having the ability and the blessing to be able to do this. I pray that I would never take that for granted, and I just pray your coverage over all of those in the Mitecoin community. And I do pray that, Lord God, that they would plug into that community on Telegram, even though it is virtual, Lord, and they would make a connection with people, and that we would grow, and that we would become something that represents you, and that we might be a fill-in for face-to-face relationships, and that we might stand in that gap for anyone out there, Lord, that might need somebody to come alongside them. So I just thank you for this time tonight, and I just pray that you'd be with us till next Saturday. Keep us all safe and healthy and strong. Be with our families, and just watch over and protect us, Lord. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. So, all right, everybody. Hey, I thank you for letting me ramble. I apologize. 45 minutes, maybe 46 minutes, a little longer than normal. And I will obviously be busting out a matchup number 22 first round. And I will say this. I'll end it with this. Please know that, with the new changes, if you want your free card, you have to choose it before next Saturday at 8 o'clock. And if you know anybody else in the match'em room or in the Telegram room, this is kind of where I need your help. Remind them, encourage them. If you have to smack them upside the head, maybe, whatever it takes, tell them to log in and pick a card, because I'm trying to give them some money, all right? I'm trying to let them earn some money by being a spokesperson for Mitecoin. So, hey, thank you very much, everybody, and I will see you next Saturday night. See ya.